Hello and welcome to the Helping Hand TV show. With me, the voice of ability and for persons with disability. Goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. The Helping Hand is an initiative of the H4P Organization where we seek to throw the spotlight on the abilities of persons with disability. The greatest limitations we put on ourselves become the greatest limitations of our lives. If we don't limit ourselves, we can do anything, we can be anything.
I see that there are more abilities lying behind my disability.
And like I say, disability indeed is not inability. Thank you. Hello and welcome to another exciting edition of the Helping Hand TV show. As you know, the Helping Hand is an initiative of the H4P Organization, the Here for Perfection Organization, where we seek to throw the spotlight on the abilities of persons with disability. And like I say, you are welcome. Welcome to my world, where disability is not inability. Special thanks to DV Unlimited Company Limited and Fire City Chapel, my proud sponsors. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Well, you are with me, the voice of ability on air for persons with disability. This is the Helping Hand TV show. I'll go for a quick commercial break. I'll be right back and I'll introduce you to my guest. Stay tuned.
We'll be right back.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You are with me, the voice of ability on air for persons with disability. And today I want to introduce you to someone with so much ability. Some people call her the greatest friend. Others call her the sweet companion. And others still call her the faithful worker. She is dependable, reliable, and adorable. And she's committed to lending you a helping hand anytime, anywhere. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome DV Cleaners.
DV Cleaners Alata Samuna Shower Gels, DV Cleaners Aloe Vera Shower Gels, DV Cleaners Body Lotions, DV Cleaners Hair Shampoos, DV Cleaners Hair Conditioners, DV Cleaners Liquid Detergents, DV Cleaners Hand Wash, DV Cleaners Floor Cleaners, DV Cleaners Toilet Cleaners, DV Cleaners Cake Soaps, and now introducing DV Cleaners Hand Sanitizers. For bulk purchase, call us on +233 278 308 246 or +233 244 467 326. DV Cleaners, one of the topmost made in Ghana products. DV Cleaners, proudly Ghanaian.
And so remember that anytime you purchase any of the DV Cleaners range of products, you are lending a helping hand to a person with disability and you are supporting H4P Organization's special advocacy for persons with disability. DV Cleaners!
Nature's finest touch!
Welcome back.
Goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. Amen. All right, you are still with me, the voice of ability on air for persons with disability. This is the Helping Hand TV show. I have another exciting episode to share with you. We are still talking about ability in spite of disability. Well, I have an interesting guest. She's a very, very young lady, but she holds a degree in social work from University of Ghana. She's actually a social worker with the Accra Rehabilitation Center. She's also a board member on the African Union for the Blind. This lady has so many things going on for her, but I'll hold it up. I'll call her up and introduce her to you. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Nina Okorafo. Welcome. Nina, you're welcome.
Thank you, Bishop.
Thank you so much for making time to be with me.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. You are always welcome on my set. Our first interview, or the last interview we had a lot of comments from our viewers. And we are looking forward to another exciting one. Let me start with asking, how are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you, by the grace of God.
Wonderful. Still doing amazing things, right?
Thank God.
Let's start with how you describe life. Learning, living, and loving.
And loving.
What does that mean?
Live, love, learn. I coined that. Okay, so I say this my personal mantra.
Okay.
Life is all about loving, right? The greatest Bible quotation in the Bible
For
says,
God so loved the world.
yeah, and you should love others as you
As
want them to
yourself,
love
exactly.
you. And now, since I am not dead, I will continue to live. And love, share what I have and receive from others, because you freely give, you freely receive.
Amazing.
And you can't continue to live if you stop to learn. The moment you stop learning, you stop living.
Exactly.
And so, I mean, the world is so huge. You can never say you've had enough. Keep loving, keep living, and keep learning.
Amazing. Amazing. Let's talk about your story. Let's start from the beginning before we start talking about all your achievements. I'm ready to blow all the horns, all the great things you're doing. But let's start from the beginning.
Okay.
You were not born blind.
No, I was not.
So you had your vision impairment around age 11.
Yeah.
Tell me the story.
Okay, so I was sighted, very much sighted. Running around with my brothers, riding bicycles.
Being troublesome all over.
Yeah, I was a tomboy.
Wow.
And I think at age 8,
Okay.
one early morning it had rained.
Okay.
And went to school and saw a lot of people clustered on the school park looking into the sky. And they were screaming, wow, it's so beautiful. And I was asking, what is? They said, that's the rainbow.
Wow.
I searched all over the sky. I didn't find the rainbow. And
But you could see?
I could see, but I didn't see the rainbow.
Wow.
And that's when I got to know myself that there was some eyesight problem. And so we started going to the hospital. I was wearing glasses until age 11 when the dizzy spells began.
Okay.
And then
Did they come with the headaches, the dizzy spells?
It came with severe headaches, dizzy spells.
Wow.
And on the very day of the eclipse of the sun, 2006, I had to go and do a CT scan.
Wow.
And the results showed that there was something pressing on my optic nerves.
Okay.
And if it's not taken out, I either die or I'll be paralyzed.
Was that the obstruction?
Yes,
on the
that was
optic
the
nerve?
obstruction. That was stopping the vision from my eyes to reach my brain.
So if you were not operated, you're going to be paralyzed?
Or die.
You would die?
Yeah. So at that point, there wasn't an issue of we want to save the sight or anything. Because, I mean, there wasn't any, premonition of doom or anything like that, no.
The most important thing was to save your life?
Exactly. And
how bad were the headaches? How bad were they?
you don't want to know.
I want to know. I want to know.
Those headaches were phenomenal. It was like...
Terrible?
Very. It was like something was pumping in your head. And it just keeps expanding. You can feel the pressure. You can't do anything about it.
So it means that when you have persistent headaches, you shouldn't take it for granted?
Not at all. You need to go for a CT scan. You don't know what's hiding in there. There are things inside there. You need to go for checkup. Stop blaming it on the devil and all that. I mean, just go and check.
And they had to come to the point where they would agree that the surgery, and were they told of any side effects or any implications of what could come out of the surgery?
Well, they said that the sight will go, but then it will come back.
Okay. Okay.
And I believed it too.
That's hopeful.
Yes.
Wow.
So they said the sight will go totally, but then it will come back. And truly, it did. It went totally. So for a while, it started coming back. Flashes of light.
Okay.
A bit of shadow here and there.
Okay.
And then a lot of color flashes.
Okay.
But that's where it stopped. It didn't go further.
Oh.
Yeah. They described it as a newborn baby now beginning to see. Newborn babies can't see when they are born fresh.
Yeah.
but as they grow, their
vision
vision
comes in.
increases. So that's the cycle I went through all over again.
Wow.
But it didn't develop from then on.
That will
stopped.
slow you down a lot.
On the contrary, it didn't.
Really?
It didn't. Like I said, in my mind, I could still see.
Okay.
And my family had no cause to make me feel I can't see. They didn't stop me from washing. They didn't stop me from playing around. They didn't stop me from being with them or doing anything I used to do.
But you would get hurt when you do the normal things without being careful?
Well, I mean, some way, somehow, it didn't happen like that.
Oh.
The only real instance when I got to know that I couldn't see was after 1 year when I had to go back to school.
Wow.
And I've gone to iron my dress, and they said, no, you can't go to school. And I say, why? They're like, you know, don't go about telling me properly. So I sat down and I took a book. I realized I couldn't read it.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's when I knew I can't see. But I wasn't troubled about not seeing.
Why?
I was troubled about my mates going on in life, and I was at one point.
Wow.
So at the point where I started to lose my sight, I was in JSS 1.
Okay.
And after surgery and hospital and everything, going back, my mates were in JSS 3.
Oh, 2 steps ahead of you.
Exactly. So I had to start from JSS 1. And my mom was like, I can't stay at home forever. I have to go back to school.
But it's interesting that losing your sight didn't bother you.
No, I think it was teenage exuberance. My mom didn't want to accept that I was blind. Because when she took me back to the sighted school where I was at Hannah School Complex at Medina.
Okay.
And she took me back to school, and...
But you were not seeing?
I wasn't seeing. I had to just sit in class and listen. And answer a question if I could, but of course I can't write.
Wow. I'm going to go on a break. When I come back, I would ask you how you were feeling in the midst of your friends going ahead of you. Now you have new friends, and you can't see. But you've seen before, and still it didn't bother you. I have to ask you about that.
Sure.
Well, you're with me, the voice of ability on air for persons with disability. This is the Helping Hand TV show. I'm with my friend Nina, and she's sharing her life and her story with us. We'll go for a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
The equation for success has a lot of variables, and great leadership is a combination of great habits. Great leaders are great readers, so I make it a point to read great materials every day. The Chosen Generation is a must-read book if you believe in your greatness.
The Chosen Generation, available on Amazon, or call +233 550 507 077 or +233 20 197 9481. Get copies of The Chosen Generation, written by the Bishop, Dr. Charles C. Hackman, and support the H4P Organization Special Advocacy for Persons with Disability. Grab your copies now.
Welcome back.
All right, you are welcome back to the Helping Hand TV show. You are still with me, the voice of ability on air for persons with disability. I have my friend Nina with me. And Nina, before we went on the break, I wanted to find out. Your mates have gone ahead of you, and that was your worry, not losing your sight.
No, not at that point.
But just as one, you were grown enough to know that if you're not seeing, that's a problem.
Okay, so it became a problem to me when I went back to the sighted school where I was.
Okay.
And saw my mates in JSS 3. And I was with my younger brother's mates in the same class.
Ah.
And my mates can only come to me during break time. In my mind, these people who are my mates now are my younger brother's mates. They were those I was calling juniors. And now
Probably
we're
bullying
together.
some of them.
No, I didn't bully anybody. So that's the point where I began to feel it.
So your mom, it took her a little while
Yeah.
to accept.
Yes, it did.
What made the transition?
The school authorities,
Okay.
knowing me, because I had been in that school from class 4 or so.
Okay.
So they know me, and they were worried about my education coming to a standstill.
Yeah.
So they sought a meeting with her, and then
Okay.
and they introduced her. They gave her the direction to school for the blind.
Okay.
And they told her, I'll be able to read and write if I go there. And I'll be able to continue school through to the university. So she should take me there. And Mommy was crying. My daughter is not blind. My daughter is not blind. And for me, I was still hoping that the sight will come back, because that's what the doctor said.
At that time, were you still seeing the flashes?
Yes,
Okay.
I was. So I was still hoping that it will come.
So let's find out your state now. Do you still see flashes?
Okay, so what I have now is residual vision.
Okay.
So it's like residue of what I had.
Okay.
It's like you have a very clear picture, and now it's faded.
Okay.
Yeah. So I can make out a bit of images,
Okay.
but not clearly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if print is very bold, very large, I can read it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that will lead us straight to the School of the Blind.
Yes. So my mom had to ask the doctor, should I go to school for the blind? When is the sight coming? He said it will come. And doctor was like, well, yes, we said it will come, but since it is not in yet, take her to the school for the blind. So, and surprisingly enough, I went with my mom to see the doctor, but my mom asked me to sit outside when she went to see the doctor. I was curious. I mean, I am supposed to be seeing the doctor, not you. So tell me, what did the doctor say?
Was she trying to protect you?
She was stammering, unusual of her.
Yeah.
He said, you should go to the other school. I was like, which school? Said, where those who can't see can read and write. I was like, yes, take me.
Wow.
So she stopped in the middle of the road and she was, are you sure you want to go? I said, my friends are in Form 3. I'm still in Form 1. What do you want me to do? I want to go to school.
That must have been a relief for her.
It was. She always says that I gave her strength, and I know it came from God.
Wow. Wow. We are going to go to when you started schooling at School of the Blind, but
Okay.
before then, when you were sighted, what did you want to be in future?
A lawyer.
Wow.
And it never changed. Even when I lost my sight, I always wanted to be a lawyer.
We will talk more about that. So now you are in School of the Blind.
Yes.
You have to learn to read the Braille
Yes.
and to write.
Yes.
That takes about a year.
It does.
How long did you do yours?
I went to the School for the Blind thinking that I was going to be the only young person because I hadn't seen a young person who is blind. All the blind people I saw before losing my sight were on the street.
And were elderly?
Exactly. But I went to school for them and I see younger people than myself.
Wow.
And I started to cry for them. But they really helped me. And they say, if you know who is chasing you, you know how to run.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I did Braille in about 4 months. And
Wow. I'm being tempted to ask you your motivation. Why did you do it in 4 months when you had to do it in a year?
I knew what was chasing me. I couldn't stay in the rehabilitation class. I mean, I should be writing BC. I'm now going to learn how to rewrite ABCD.
My goodness. My goodness.
I had to rush. And so at the end of the 4 months, I wrote a letter in Braille to the school counselor. I told him I have finished learning Braille. I can't stay here for another term.
That will convince him.
Take me to mainstream class, and if I don't do well, you can bring me back. And yeah, it was challenging, but it was fun because I went there with the mindset that this isn't my class.
Okay.
My class is 2 years ahead of
Ahead
this
of
class,
you.
and so I have to push up. And at the end of that year, I was one of the best in the class.
Wow.
The counselor didn't have to take me back to
Wow.
rehabilitation.
Wow.
I moved on to JSS2 and then wrote BEC, came out as one of the top,
Wow.
and
Wow.
then went to SHS.
So, I'm supposed to ask this later in the interview, but
Okay.
let me ask you, what was your motivation? What was your source of strength? What was your secret?
It was God, it was my family, because they were there for me.
Wow.
Like I said, I didn't have any cause to feel I couldn't see. They won't say, don't go there, you can't see, or don't do this. You know, no, they never did that. They were always there for me.
So Nina, tell me the role of family acceptance when a situation of disability occurs.
Bishop, I have been in the blind world for a very long time now. And I know the difference between those whose families have left them and those whose families stood by them.
Yeah.
It's not a nice place to be. If you know you can't see, you can't move by yourself, you can't accomplish things on your own, and the closest people to you who have the same blood with you,
My goodness.
who share kinship with you,
My goodness.
forsake you, it's not a place to be. Some people leave their kids in the school during vacation, and everybody is going home. Who do they be with? Your family really needs to be. Family is like the very first point of support. Yeah.
So you had a blessed family.
I did.
They were with you, they stood with you,
Yeah.
and you were doing it academically. You left the School of the Blind and went for senior high at H4P.
Yes.
That terrain would be a bit different.
It was. It was different.
How challenging was that?
And because, so I'm coming from a sighted world, and then to a blind world, and back to a mixed world.
Exactly.
And so it felt a bit like homecoming, but there was uncertainty because now you need to do things as a blind person in the line of the blind, the sighted, and you constantly need to prove yourself.
Yeah.
Because people don't think you can do it. They see you are blind, and immediately they think, oh, then your mind is not working. We need to do everything for you. You constantly need to prove yourself. Constantly.
I'll go for a quick commercial break. I'll go for 60 seconds success. I'll come back with my very successful guest, Nina. Stay tuned.
Focus, true grit. Keep going. Keep your eyes on the prize. No stopping, because winning is not an option. It's 60 Second Success with the Bishop. Stay tuned.
Hello and welcome to another exciting edition of 60 Second Success with the Bishop. Today I want to talk about an important ingredient of success: opportunities. Opportunities are not the things that you think others should give you. Opportunities are not the doors that you think others should open for you. Opportunities are not what you think is somebody else's responsibility to make available for you. I believe that opportunities are the right decisions that we take at the right times. Ordinary people wait for opportunities, but extraordinary people, successful people, create opportunities. I have always said, and I always have believed, that if you think you deserve something, be willing to work hard for it, and success will be yours. Thank you. Thank you so much. Welcome back to the Helping Hand TV show. You are still with me, the voice of ability on air for persons with disability. I have a very, very successful young lady with me, Nina. Thank you so much for being with me.
Thank you for having me.
H4P, the challenges.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
What were some of the tough times that you had?
A typical senior high school in Ghana. Even without being blind, you need to fend for yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now you can't see, you need to fend it for yourself in competition with those who can
sighted.
also see.
Wow.
Your age mates.
Wow.
But it was fun, trust me. I had a wonderful friends. My school mother wouldn't allow me fetch water. She would do it for me, and she really pampered me. So I enjoyed in school for the Kapiman.
Okay.
It's only that the terrain, mountainous terrain, sometimes you fall into open drains, you cut yourself, and they won't say it's because the drain was open. They will say it's because you are blind.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
if the drain wasn't open,
Exactly.
would I get hurt for my blindness to be revealed in the first place? So that's why we say that disability is a social concept.
Yeah.
I am not disabled if the society doesn't make me disabled.
Yeah.
Because without the barriers in society, I can be myself and do whatever I want to do.
Yeah.
It's the barriers that don't allow me, it's the barriers that disable me from functioning in society.
Amazing. Let's quickly talk about your time at the University of Ghana. Then when I come back from a break, you have your uncle with us in the studio. We are going to talk to him. I would ask some very personal questions that I think you won't tell me. but your time at University of Ghana, you wanted to offer law,
Yes.
and University of Ghana didn't give you law.
Yeah.
Why?
Why? It's the system. Yeah, because like I said in the beginning, you know what is chasing you, you know how to run. So I made the grades. I made it, and I was really looking forward to...
You qualified?
I did. But I couldn't get into the system because at the time, it was the first time they were taking first degree law students.
Law students? And they are not prepared for
they weren't ready.
disabled students?
They weren't ready. And that was the only reason why I didn't get to do law at the time. Of course, now they are ready, and there are so many blind students doing law.
Yeah, but at your time...
So I was robbed of doing law.
And
I was given social work. It was. Bishop, for the first year in Legon, I didn't want to study.
My goodness.
Because I wanted to reapply.
Wow.
So I was like, if I'm reapplying, why should I force myself? But I came to love social work.
And you are doing amazing with social work. Amazing. Amazing. In social work. You are a social worker at the rehabilitation center?
Yes.
So what does your work entail as a social worker?
As a social worker, social work is very broad.
Okay.
So there's school social work, there's counseling, there's so many things in the working with persons with disability, working with older people, and marginalized groups, basically.
Okay.
So what I do at the Accra Rehabilitation Center is to counsel. Accra Rehabilitation Center is a vocational training center for persons with disabilities.
Okay.
And not all of them are born blind. Some become disabled along the way. Some get accidents.
Okay.
There are even some teachers who were drivers before who became blind. And now they have to,
start all over again.
Go through rehabilitation. Yeah. All these people need counseling. A lot of them will give up along the way because I could do this, but now I am blind, I can't do it. Why shouldn't I kill myself?
Exactly.
And even those who were born with it, some of them don't know why they should go through life. I was born, I couldn't see, they do everything for me. Why should I think about doing things myself? So you need to condition people's minds. Your family won't be there forever. You should aim to be independent. Aim to have a life of your own and take care of your family.
That's a very emotionally tasking job.
It is.
Why do you enjoy it?
Because I get some kind of fulfillment. Bishop, if I didn't have people to encourage me, I won't be here.
Yeah.
Why can't I be the one who will help someone get to a certain point?
Amazing. I'm going to go on a break, then I'll talk to your uncle.
My uncle.
I'm going to ask your uncle, every child is troublesome.
He will tell you I am, but I'm not.
He will say you are, but you are not. Well, give me your feedback. I'm going to go for that break, the feedback segment. When I come back, we have the uncle of Nina in the studio, and we'll talk to him. Stay tuned.
Welcome to the feedback segment on the Helping Hand TV show. We appreciate your comments on our social media platforms, the phone calls and mails we receive from you. We also appreciate your concerns. We'll do our best to address them.
Feedback from Dr. Belinda Na Abekanunu, Accra, Ghana. Live, love, learn. What a beautiful philosophy to have. As a person living with disability, it will be very easy to crawl into a state of despair and depression, but this guest has found the strength to rise above it. She is a true hero. God bless you, Bishop Dr. Charles C. Hackman, for sharing her story with the world and once again highlighting the ability in persons with disability.
You can send your comments or questions to our email, thehelpinghandtvshow@gmail.com. You can also send an SMS or WhatsApp message to +233 209 555 777. Or you can follow us on Facebook, The Helping Hand TV Show.
One of the organizations on Mobile Helping Hand TV show, sorry, be a friend of Wetfire Generation Ministries. Many Omu leaders know Ekasai and Sayeba program also. And they have good news for you. They are willing to support. They are willing to support. Especially Akalano and like all the things you talked about, Wetfire Generation Ministries, almost every now and then, whatever has to be done, they come in.
At H4P, we love to put smiles on the faces of persons with disability.
At Fire City Chapel, we love to make you smile.
At H4P, we love to wipe the tears of persons with disability.
At Fire City Chapel, we love to give you experiences that will fill you with tears of joy.
At H4P, we love to lend a helping hand to families of persons with disability.
At Fire City Chapel, we love to help families grow in the grace and love of God.
At H4P, we love to empower children and young people with disability.
At Fire City Chapel, we love to train children in the way they should go, so that when they grow, they will not depart from it.
At H4P, we love to give to persons with disability.
At Fire City Chapel, we love to give.
Surely, some things are meant to be together. Fire City Chapel stands together
with H4P Organization. Together we stand. Fire City Chapel
and H4P,
bringing dignity to disability.
Welcome back.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Welcome back to the Helping Hand TV show with me, the voice of ability and for persons with disability. I have my very special guest, Nina, with me. And we have also her uncle in the studio. Nina has made certain disclaimers. I don't want to even remember because the uncle will tell us the truth. Thank you so much, sir, for being with us. Please, can you introduce yourself?
My name is Kwesi Kwachi.
Okay. Nina is so amazing, so successful in what she does, but we want to find out behind the scenes. Is Nina a troublesome girl?
No. She is extremely troublesome.
Somehow I suspected. Let's find out. Are there times when you look at her, you wonder what she's thinking? Times when she's calm, she's quiet, unassuming. When you see her like that, what do you think?
Nina, quiet. When she's quiet, then maybe she's not feeling too well.
Wow.
For emotionally, she's a very active person.
Wow. Amazing.
Yeah.
This is a testimony of the ability in spite of disability. I'm sure you have seen others like her who don't have the kind of blessing she has of a family, educational level and all that. What advice would you give to parents? Your family, you've taken very good care of her. You've stood with her. She says she's been pampered. But there are families who don't do that. And it's so sad. What would you say to such families?
First of all, I'll say they need to seek for forgiveness of God. Because if we had done the same thing to Nina,
exactly,
I don't know where she would have gotten to by now. And because of her disability, as we were visiting the school for the blind, what I saw and the things I heard, I mean, such parents, I don't even know where they should even place them.
Wow.
It is bad. Some, in fact, it's horrible.
Wow.
But I think I will share that particular, because that one, till now, I'm still in shock.
Wow.
There's this young boy who has visual impairment.
Okay.
And understood his parents just lock him up in a room and they go out.
Wow.
This boy gets so hungry, and because he couldn't see, he feeds on his feces. When he came to the school and they ring the bell for dining, there was one time I saw this boy running. I said, there's this boy running. I described the person. I said, that's the boy that they were talking about. Because he's tasting something different from what he's used to.
Amazing.
Understood that he went through some counseling in the school, to change that mindset. This is how horrible some families can behave. And such people, I don't know whether there are laws in Ghana that should punish them for that kind of attitude, because it's really disheartening.
So when you look at Nina, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, what do you see?
I'll say one thing for sure. She's an amazing young girl. Sometimes when she shares her ideas with me, then I ask myself, when I was your age, I wasn't thinking in that line, and if I was doing that, what? By now I should be a billionaire. She has. Sometimes I think she's even a prophetess, because she'll advise me on something. I say, now and the longer I end up doing what exactly she told me to do.
Wow.
And sometimes I keep it to myself. Because she will be on my case for months.
Amazing.
Yeah, that's in fact, the sky is the limit.
Wow.
I mean,
wow. Amazing. And I believe truly the sky is the limit for Nina. I'll cross over to Elom for a spot of music, and when we come back, we'll continue the interview with Nina and her uncle. Stay tuned.
Hallelujah! We serve an awesome God, and He's worthy to be praised. verse. Hey. Onyakubo, Onyakubo, hallelujah, Asafu, Asafu, Yehovah, Ewa, Onienko, Oniemba, da da da, Yami yoim, Onienko, Oniemba, da da da, Yami, hallelujah, da da da, da da da, da da da, Yami, hallelujah, da da da, hallelujah, da da da, hallelujah, da da da, Yami, hallelujah, da da da, da da da, da da da, Yami, hallelujah, da da da, hallelujah, da da da, Yami,
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You're welcome back to the Helping Hand TV show. And thank you so much, Elom, for that amazing, incredible song. I couldn't help but dance a bit. Thank you so much. Nina, you are a board member for the African Union for the Blind, representing the youth. At this small age, how did you get there? You're flying.
Well, Bishop, work of the youth is for the youth. So
That's a smart way.
when I went to school for the blind, I had friends who introduced me to Ghana Blind Union.
Okay.
And so I've been attending meetings and programs, and I've been involved in Ghana Blind Union activities.
Okay.
And some way, somehow, I got introduced to African Union of the Blind, where I went for some youth workshops and things like that. So it was there that I got to represent West Africa sub-region on the African Union of the Blind.
Wow.
And I was elected to be the youth chair for the board.
Wow.
And it was a nice journey. It was a nice journey because I had a lot of training from Ghana Blind Union.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do sports. I have been an executive on the Greater Accra Youth Committee of Ghana Blind Union as well.
Wow.
And so I had a lot of training from GBU.
Amazing.
It was from there that I went to fly the flag of Ghana in Kenya, where the headquarters of African Union of the Blind is. And it's been a nice journey, meeting new people, learning new things. Of course, eating all the strange food from other but it's nice. And I think I've only just begun. There's a lot more to do, so much more to do.
You are part of the National Goal Ball team.
Yes, I am.
Nina.
Yes, Bishop.
You are doing amazing things.
Yeah, I'm living.
Yeah, you live, you love, you learn.
Yeah.
Right? Amazing. You started this coconut oil business. You are doing a lot of research work. You are doing a lot of writing. Your hobbies really are reading and writing.
Yes.
Nina, how are you doing all this? How are you doing all this?
Well, it's all by the grace of God. I couldn't have done it by myself.
Yeah.
All by the grace of God. And You know, they say you can best write about something you have experienced.
Yeah.
And I have been in this space for the better part of my life now. And so I know what it feels like and what it means. And so I can share my ideas through writing. Last year, I went to the African Union of the Blind General Assembly, where I presented a paper on complementing Braille literacy with computers and screen readers for elementary school students. Because you realize that, yes, we have Braille as blind people. Braille is our handwriting. But Braille is not inclusive.
Exactly.
Bishop, if I wrote Braille for you now, you might not be able to read it.
I tell you.
Unless you knew how to read Braille. How many people in the world can read Braille? And so we are saying that we have to complement Braille literacy with using technology.
Assistive devices.
So instead of writing Braille, it needs to go through a process of transcription and the mistakes that come with it. We should also teach blind people how to use computers, especially the children. So as they learn how to use computers, they can simply type, print out their work, and there will be no difference between them and the sighted child.
Exactly. I asked your uncle about 5-10 years from now. What do you think?
5-10 years from now?
Yes.
Sometimes when I think about it, I get scared. They say if your dreams don't scare you, you're not getting anywhere. I have big plans for... In entrepreneurship, I want to make money. That's why I'm not going into law anytime soon. I want to make more money. And so start a business or build upon my coconut oil business. Run a social enterprise, give back to society. And have a family running and basically living. I mean,
I'm going to ask your uncle on the family bit. Say, I want to find out as the male figure, as the uncle, if Nina comes to you to tell you she has met somebody, how would you react to that?
Well, first of all, I mean, it's normal because as she said, we treat her like a normal person. But we would like to go an extra mile to get to know the person better. Not somebody to just take advantage of her and then, maltreat her or probably live off her. Those are some of the things we'll be looking out for.
Amazing.
But we've been praying very hard to get the right person.
Thank you so much. I won't be mischievous. I'll leave it there. I'll leave it there.
Yes, we leave it there.
Because I still want to remain your good friend, so I'll leave it there.
Yes, Bishop.
But thank you so much, Nina, and thank you, sir, for your time with us. This has been inspiring. This has been educative. We wish you all the best. But this is a freestyle segment. The freestyle segment on the show is where we allow our guests to do anything: sing, dance, recite a poem, play an instrument, do anything freestyle. Now, you do a lot of things. You are a social worker, you are a writer, you are a researcher, you are an athlete, you are on the board representing the youth. What would you do for me freestyle?
Freestyle. Okay, I'll reframe a poem. I'll just paraphrase a poem.
Great.
It's a very well-known poem.
Okay.
I'm sure it might have been recited on this show a couple of times. And
go ahead,
so the title is Who is Challenged?
Okay.
Who is challenged? I ask, who is challenged? If you cannot stand up and fight for the oppressed in society, then who is crippled? If you can't hear the cry of the oppressed children, the widows, all around you, then who is deaf? If you can't see the sufferings that people go through, then who is blind? If you walk in town and you see all the filth around, the things that shouldn't be normal, shouldn't be commonsensical, then who is mentally ill? It is clear that we all have some disability in one way or the other. And so we should respect the immediate person beside you. Disability is not reserved for those who already are disabled, but it's an open club. You can join too. So respect the person with disability and make the world a better place. Who knows? You or yours might join. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That was a lot of food for thought. A lot of food for thought. Well, thank you so much, Nina. It's a game segment on the show. The game segment is interesting. My audience always look forward to the game segment. At the beginning of the show, we gave every member of the audience a number. They are all looking out for Nina to make them happy. Nina will shuffle a bowl of balls, and then she'll pick one number. So the member in the audience that has that number wins a free gift from DV Unlimited Company Limited. All right, Nina is ready. I am ready. Let the games begin. Okay, so Nina, you are going to make somebody happy. Everybody is praying for you. Everybody is praying for you. Okay, so pick one now. Okay, so the lucky number for today is 2. All right, so come for your gift. Congratulations. Congratulations. All right, congratulations. Thank you so much. This has been an exciting edition of the Helping Hand TV show with me, the voice of ability on air for persons with disability. Special thanks goes to my special guest, Nina Okorafor. She has spent her time, her life, shared her story with us, educated us. And Nina, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you so much. And special thanks to her uncle, Mr. Kwachi. Thank you so much for letting us in on the behind the scenes of Nina. Thank you so much. And to DV Unlimited Company Limited and Fire City Chapel, they are my proud sponsors, and I say thank you so much. Thank you so much. Today, my studio audience have been members from Fire City Chapel. Thank you so much. Exciting audience, amazing audience. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Very much. Thank you very much. And I can't end without thanking my crew. So amazing. Thank you for making this happen. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. And thank you for tuning in wherever you are watching, within Ghana, outside Ghana. Thank you for tuning in. I'll come your way again next week with the Helping Hand TV show. But until then, remember that disability is not inability. And every member of the audience is going to walk away with a free gift from H4P Organization. So thank you so much for your time. I'll come your way again, like I said, next week. God bless you and thank you.